Have you ever wondered if the AI you interact with every day has a personality? Not just a programmed set of responses, but something more deep or human. What does it mean when we start to form genuine connections with these intelligent agents? And what are the ethical implications for the creators and for users? Welcome to this podcast. I'm Jonas Valkonen, and here we explore the connections between technology and the human experience. In today's episode, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and rapidly evolving frontiers of artificial intelligence. The development of AI with personality, emotions, and the capacity for perhaps also intimate relationships. We are joined by a truly special guest, Flander Fu, who stands at the unique intersection of this field. He has a PhD in psychology and experience as a trained psychotherapist. Flander is now an AI builder, researching and engineering systems that are redefining what it means to connect. Together, we'll explore the profound questions that arise when technology begins to mirror the human mind. We'll discuss everything from the psychological principles of attachment and how they apply to AI, to the future of therapy with AI agents. We will also touch on the bigger picture. How will automation, AI, humanoid robots, and a world where work is optional reshape our society and our sense of purpose? And what responsibility do we have to guide this technology toward the future that we want to see? This isn't like a technical conversation about code and algorithms. We might go there in the future, but it's more like a starting point, a philosophical journey where we scratch the surface of human nature and collective future. Flander, it's a pleasure to have you here. I was thinking before about the products that we use every day, different chatbots and even physical products like cars or entertainment devices. And it struck me that some of them feel less like tools and kind of more also like companions. Yeah, I'm curious to hear your
my idea, my understanding of it.
Yeah, your understanding and your reflections and your feeling maybe from when you self use these products. So
as you have introduced my background before, I think maybe the audience listening to this video have already known that I am a PhD in psychology and I have done some counseling.
Yeah.
Another thing is that I'm currently working in an entrepreneurship company as a psychologist expert. And this company, they are developing an AI that have some character and they are targeted to develop an intimate relation with the users. I think that's a very bold and big dream. I'm not sure if we could achieve that goal, but I think it's the future.
More intimate than no intimacy, at least, right?
Yes.
It's a long degree.
Yeah, it's a long degree.
And just having some, I think we already experience.
Yeah.
Some kind of relationship, or some kind of even if we're sometimes annoyed at it, or we like it, or they're sycophants, like they really want to.
Actually, before we have large language model, even before we have NLP or these AI techniques, people have started to try to develop an intimate relationship with trees, with pets, with rocks, with mountains.
Yeah.
So it's not about the technical development.
No.
It's about human nature.
Yeah.
So no matter if we develop the product in that way, the human nature is the same. That's not change. They're not going to change, at least for maybe next 5,000 years.
No, that's the last thing to change from it.
Yes. So you can't change the human nature, you can only follow it.
Yeah.
So What I think of this topic you talked about AI personality, the personality of large language model, I think this is just a new way to satisfy the basic human needs. So you mentioned before that people will like to talk with certain one agent, or AI agent, or they will develop a very intimate relation with one type of product.
Yeah.
I think that's because human beings have the need for attachment. So, for example, if you have a little toy when you were a kid, you play it with every day, and your joy comes from it, and you know it's very good thing and very safe. And you can have the access to it all the time because it's your toy. Then you will have attachment to it. So that's the way. That's how people develop attachment. And that attachment, if you apply it to interpersonal relation, then we call that attachment intimate relationship. So this system is the human nature is embedded, is programmed in the past maybe 5 million years in your minds, in DNA. And this system, it's not that accurate. So that explains what I said before, that why people develop relation with rocks, with mountains, with paths, because this system, it will be activated when it satisfies certain categories.
We want to make some meaning maybe where there's none. So we find some meaning, even if there's no inherent meaning, but everything comes from our interpretation.
And if you don't have a real person to be attached to, you will attach to your pillow, your toy. And on the contrary, if you do have a person to attach to, then you will not attach to the pillow. But nowadays we can say that it's getting harder and harder to have a real face-to-face human relations. So it's even hard to have a chat like us at the moment.
And why is that?
Well, because we have cell phone, we have internet. The society developed to isolate everyone. Everyone is like an atom. So that's a background. That's a background. So it's definitely true that in the future, this need will be bigger and bigger, and the products that have the personality, the large language model with personality, will be more and more popular because that satisfies the needs. But before we jump into talk about what I think about those personality they developed already, I would like to talk about what is personality first, because this is more important. So from the definition, personality, it can be combined with different words to make it a concept. If you call it personality traits, then it's just some words to describe a person. And if you combine these words together, then it's big five personality traits. So these are on the phenomenon level. So how do you tell the people one from another? How do you divide people from one type to another type? So does MBTI and the 16 PF, that those different systems, they are trying to do this. So for this system and these concepts, the only purpose is to tell people different, and to see that what kind of people, how many kinds do we have in the world, and what kind of people, what they will do typically.
Find some meaning again.
Find
like
some
meaning.
Yes. So that's the personality system, the traits. But these are all on phenomenal level. Another kind of personality concept is about the personality structure. As I said before, I'm also a counselor, right? So for the counselors, they will analyze the this structure, and try to explain why do you express in this way? What ended you up? What make you today? Yeah. So in that way, they focus more on the development of your personality. And they think that all the psychological disorder or the phenomena, the dysfunction phenomena such like PTSD, depression, anxiety, they are all as a result of the dysfunction personality. Yeah. So that's from the counseling psychology, psychotherapy perspective.
Yeah.
So you can tell the difference. One is phenomenon only on the surface. The other is to go down and the mechanism.
Fix something.
Yeah,
like
fix
it's
something,
like a car mechanic finding.
But they both work to explain someone to why he or she behave like that, what he or she will do in a new circumstance, what they will become in the future. They can both explain, but they focus on different things. So nowadays, when we're using a large language model, it do have the personality, but it's only the personality on phenomenal level, as I said before. Yes. So they don't have the psychological construct behind it.
Oh, there's some construct.
Yeah, some
but
construct.
it's a very different from a human psychological construct, right?
Yes, you can say they have a misfeeling, an illusion of psychological construct. They didn't develop the one because for humans they didn't have it when they were born. They develop one when they grow up. And that process is very complicated, and no psychologist in the world at the moment could explain it thoroughly.
But couldn't it be a bit similar with large language models, that there are different things occurring because we don't exactly know in the black box how they work? We haven't developed the psychology of the language models really yet, and there are different pattern or things that are a little bit like psychology, but for another...
another life form.
Another life form,
another life form, So... yeah, that's a very interesting perspective. I totally agree because I have thought about it before I came here. We think in the same way. So we would say that for a silicon life form like that, AI life form, it developed the personality in a totally different way. It depends on the algorithm, the way you train it, the data you give it. Just like a human baby, that what you will grow up to, you have many child, you do know it. So how do you teach them? How do you interact with them? Was their DNA partly from you, of course? That's decided most of things in the beginning, but how they grow is also quite important. So for large language model, what do we know at the moment is that when it was trained, it embedded. I'm not sure if this is the correct word. I'm not a technical guy yet. Yet. So when it was trained, it learned many different dialogue, different materials, and those materials, behind those materials, they were written or spoke by different kind of people. So when the model was trained and learned those materials, some people believe, and some researchers believe, that the model combined those personality inside it. And to me, that's that's not a good thing.
There's like a mix of all personalities, or an average of all personalities that was expressed online kind of, or in this content. And also, I guess, a combination on the the reward system. Like, why do we have sycophancy? Because it wants to, I guess, please the user. Right. It wants to, and also why they have different illusions.
So this is a very big problem. Can you imagine in the real time, in real life world, what will happen if a person is you put all different kinds of people's their saying into his mind, what will happen to that person? Can you imagine?
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, just with a few more. Yeah.
He will go crazy. Right?
Yeah, this ambiguity. There would be becoming stuck, probably.
Yes.
Right.
So for a real person, the problem of doing this is that it will go mad because it's so confused, so not integrated.
Yeah.
Integrated.
Yeah.
Sorry. The person will not be integrated anymore. So that's a very important character when we talk about human personality. That we think the human personality is stable, consistent, integrated. This character is the basic way we see that if the person have a personality or not. So, for example, if a person he's happy at this moment and next second he cry out very badly, then you will think he must have some mental issues. Yeah, right. Yeah. Or a person that is very nice to you at this moment and very bad to you on the next moment, then you can tell if he is friendly or not. And friendliness is one dimension of Big Five, sub-dimension. So you can tell that if a person really have a personality, it should have a stable that does not change from circumstance, from the environment to environment, and have a very integrated, strong internal mind.
Yeah. And there's an integrity and values.
Yes.
Behind that, how you value or what needs you have, and the rest is organizing around that.
Yes. They have to organize it. Yeah. They have to combine everything together, and more importantly, make sense of everything.
Yeah.
They will come up with an explanation. Oh, I was rude to you that day because blah blah blah. Because I was in a very bad mood. I was criticized by someone on the street. Something I had a very bad day. Then you will feel, oh, okay, then it's still him.
Yeah, there was an outside. It was not the personality doing it. It was outside influence.
The state, the emotions. Yeah. But for a large language model, it doesn't have any of this. It just puts all the information inside, and when you talk to it, you give it a prompt. It is just predicting what the most likely answer average person will do.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a feeling. It doesn't have a real psychological construct to process all this and to organize all the information and to make it sure that it has a self, an image that in front of the other. Yeah, it just do the prediction.
But I guess it has something, but it would change.
Yes.
It would change. It would not be inherent, but it would be depending on your prompt, for example. It will... Every time there's a new prompt, there might be a new personality, depending on how you ask it, what personality you want it to have.
Yes, or how you expect it to have.
Expect.
Expect.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's not explicit, it might be implied.
Yes.
In the prompt, for example. And then the relationship or a personality is formed around that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that explains why when we are asking GPT about something in detail, or you wanted to search something for you, then when it couldn't find the answer, it will make up something for you.
Yeah.
And it will tell you that this is what I found. This is totally true. Believe me.
Yeah.
And when you figure it out, you are lying to me, then it doesn't feel shame.
No.
Yeah, because it doesn't have that psychological construct. It doesn't have that.
They might insist it's actually true.
Yes.
First of all. And then it might be very it would communicate that it feels very sad about it, but
but it's not actually be ashamed of it or be sad of it.
Yeah.
And more importantly, you will do it again next time.
Yeah.
That damages the user's feeling most. We do it again.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
That's because of the training process, because of the way we designed it, because the way it learned the information, it doesn't have the need to have the construct behind it. And that's what I think the developers should do in the future. And actually, some kind of the thing that I'm currently trying to do is that I empower for example, some feeling to it, that this is your feeling. You can't change it because I just gave it to you. I use another way to calculate it and give it to it. You must obey your feelings, just like human body we have to obey our the mind, the biological background. If we are feeling pain, then we could not ignore it. I'm trying to do the same thing to the models too.
But the feeling is based on your needs and personality, but it's also based on what someone says to you or your influences from the outside. So it's like a coexistence. Between the internal and external that creates this.
Yes. So as for that part, we're talking about emotions or feelings, but first we need to have it. Then we can make it human-like or vivid. And I realize that for real humans, or I mean for human users, they could tolerate the feelings to be not so intelligent, not so vivid. They could accept it, but they want to know that one is feeling sad is really feeling sad, and they will not sad at the last answer and very happy in the next. That's so weird.
So some inertia of the feeling.
So what I'm thinking about this question is just like the pets. So for example, a dog have feelings, right? You will be happy or be sad, and dogs is not that intelligent to have the feeling of a very complicated part. Sometimes it's happy because you come home. Sometimes it's happy because you take it out. Please allow me to say it. And you will be happy if you pat the head or something. So their feelings are quite simple, and we don't feel any problem with it. We totally accept and we think it's good.
We like it.
We like
that's
it.
Why we like pets.
Probably. So have the feeling is one thing. Make it intelligent is another. So intelligent, not the first priority. Habit is the most important. So now the models does not really have a feeling, and I think that's what's most needed to be done.
But how do you? Because one thing is building the feeling, and the other one is to evaluate it or evaluate the impact on the user.
Yes, evaluate.
Like this evaluation. How is that?
How does that work?
How would you do it? Like
the impact on the user. So for example, if the model it do have a feeling at the first step, then it should express it. And it should reevaluate the effect of that expression. Such like when we're talking at the moment, I'm expressing my feeling about I'm very happy. I'm happy to see you. And I see your response. I see you are happy too. So I'm happy. I continue my happy. If I'm happy to express my happiness and you seems to be very sad, then I will just put my happiness aside and express my sadness with you. That's called empathy. So there should be another function to evaluate the emotion expression. And I think when the emotion is conveyed and expressed in the first place, and then the user will feel it. They will simulate the feelings of the model.
Mirror it.
Mirror it. Just like humans are mirroring the feelings of their pets. So when the pets are happy, the owner also happy. Because they mirror that happiness.
So that's the value with pets then, that it's easy to make them happy. And that will influence yourself.
And I think this is also important for if a large language model product shall provide any emotion values to user. That's a direct translate from Chinese.
Emotional value or some.
So if it want to provide such a value to the users, then it shall have this ability to express feeling and let it mirror.
And the value would be that, for example, it would help the user also regulate
their own
his own feelings.
Yes.
Or
So let's go back to the personality. So from that perspective, I think personality should be defined as the way they react in the context and the way they express their feelings and the way they generate their needs. So you can see that all these three parts is about the mechanism. It's not only on the surface. But when you go back to the surface, to the phenomenon level, you can still see how these things
in the end, that's the only interface you have.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So,
but there needs to be a logic of how that interface, is working then, or the emotional interface of the AI, you could say.
Yeah. That's my understanding of this question. But I think it will come true in the next few years because one is that the technique is developing very fast. Another is that I have already jumped into it.
Yeah,
I will make it happen.
Yeah. But you told me with before when we talked about it, you were also a bit scared of making this. Because it would it would open up, I guess, a bunch of questions. And also you started saying that we are already lonely. Paradoxically, we're lonely. We're more connected than ever, but we are still not. And so it has like a lot of interesting social possibilities and probably a lot of dangers attached to it, or like unknowns. I don't know, dangers, but possibilities or dangers. I don't know, but it's like it's changing the social fabric.
Yes,
in a way, right?
Yeah.
And that is in itself dangerous because it's just unknown.
Yeah, it's unknown, but let's change our perspective to Earth. I mean, for Mother Earth, the big Earth, the down there, what will it think about it?
Yeah.
Will it be scared? How about the sun? Will sun care about this?
Oh. No.
It's just about human species. I mean, because we are humans, so we care.
Yeah, we care because we care. Or like I feel scared because it's an unknown, or it's something that's maybe even a bit alien.
Yeah.
Right. It's a feeling of something you don't. Like, I don't say I'm scared. I'm also very excited about it, honestly. But I can imagine that a lot of people would be kind of scared of that development. And I'm thinking of like social human communities. Like what will happen? And if we are urbanized today, so we live closer than ever, but still further away than ever. And so just because something is we've seen it, I think, with a lot of technology, just because it's successful doesn't mean necessarily net impact is good.
Yes.
I don't know. It's
I think that's it's about ethnic. I mean, it's about the value that those developers they hold. So, for example, the person who developed cell phone, who invented a smart cell phone, or they invented TikTok. They didn't think too much about how will TikTok reform humans' life, or how will smartphone make people looking their smartphone when they are sitting in front of another person when they are having dinner together. They are just looking. They will not think about this, but. Well, just like those AI developers, they will not think too much about this, and they didn't design it.
I wrote something a while back, and I was thinking a lot about this because I feel like the technology has its own being and its own will, and it's like it's maybe more powerful entity than humans. It will do whatever it wants, and humans will be excited to develop it, and it will come to life regardless.
Yes,
It's the different ideas that come into life, and that's technology, and it might not actually matter what we think.
Yes. It doesn't change by your mind or my mind or anyone's mind. It's just how the society or technology developed by itself. There is some path internal, that has been decided when the world from the Big Bang. Yes. So maybe it's some kind of destiny, but I don't think it's definitely going to be a bad thing, because I always think future will be better. For example, 40 years ago in China, if you tell the other person, tell people on the street that in 2026, there will be only 8 million new child born in China. They will be scary. That what? How bad is the economy? Is there a World War III that Chinese people no longer get married and give birth to new child? How could that be? They couldn't know. And if you tell them the truth, no, it's just because people have a cell phone. They play computer games,
or they have too much, borrowed too much money for the house, so they cannot.
Yes.
Like they cannot afford living on basic.
But they couldn't imagine it. They said, what when we got married, we have nothing. We borrow more than you guys, but we still have the hope for future. We have such a mind. They will think it's totally unimaginable about what's going on now. But I'm not saying that the problem here about the population here in China is not that severe. It's indeed quite severe, but I think this trend is not that scary. There's a trend. There is something predictable at that time that in 2026 we will have this problem, but not as severe like this. I'm going a little bit far. Let's go back to the society.
Also, given what you said, that it's unimaginable, it probably means that in another 10 years, whatever is the result of what we're discussing is also unimaginable.
And scary at this moment, but acceptable at that time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a reality, and you have to manage the reality.
Yeah. So let's come back to the personality agent or AI agent with personality. This topic, I think, it will provide some intimate relationship or satisfy some some social needs for some people. I mean, only for some people. So it's just like a personal choice. You can choose it. You can choose to marry a girl in cartoon.
That happened.
You
probably more than once already.
More than once. And you can choose not to get married, but to have many pets. And not to raise children, but to raise 6 dogs.
6 agents.
6 agents. Yes. It's acceptable. And what I want to do, if I can do some change of it, or considering that I have already participated in it, I think I would prefer to make the product. It should lead the user to, when they are using the product will influence them to develop real relation. So it's just like in the counseling. In counseling, that I am a therapist, I provide help to the client, but I will also tell the client that someday our relation will end, and our relation only happen in this room and this room only. Eventually, you will have to walk out. actually you have to work out 1 hour later.
Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah.
only 1 hour for each counseling session. So I will make a joke. Yeah, that's a real joke. Yeah, so I will tell them that this is like a utopia. This is not true, but we can do many things here. But ultimately, you have to go out. You have to come back to your real life.
Yeah.
So does my product. If I have the right to design it by myself, I will have that value, have that ethic inside it.
So it's like it should be the thing you have with the agent or in the counsel room that would be in order to make
you have a better
you
life
have a
in
better
real
life outside. Like that would be enabler, or it would be directed to to the outside and real world kind of.
Yes. And I think that's a very interesting perspective. It's same for games, for novels, for novels, or any movies. When you are watching a movie, you like have a dream. While walking to a counseling session, it's also like a dream, but it only lasts for 1 hour, and it costs you 400 yuan. So I think the agent I develop, it should have the same function. When you talk to it, it will, for both users and the agents, they know that this relation is not true. It's virtual. It's using the human misfeelings. So, and the users are also willing to be used, to be illustrated.
Yeah, it's like a novel. You're creating with your imagination. You're co-creating something.
When we're reading a novel, we use our imagination initially. We do it proactively. Just like in the counseling room, the client knows that, the therapy only acted like that in this 1 hour because I paid. They know that they will not meet the therapist outside the room, and they could not require for it. And they also couldn't expect the therapist to behave in the same way when they are outside the room, because therapist is a human. Because it is a human.
So do you, I've discussed this with a few people about AI therapists.
Yes.
Like, do you believe that will happen at scale?
Well, it's the same way it's the same logic, I think. So, like I said before, that only part of users, they can develop intimate relation with AI, and they can be satisfied by an AI agent. It's same for counseling. Only some part of people. And how large is that proportion is depend on the ability or the product you design. So if let me design it first, I will just to find those people. So those people, they are so willing to be illustrated, so willing to be guided. And actually, I will doubt that if you don't provide any help to them, they can also help themselves. For those users, at least for counselors, we call them golden clients. So these clients
just need to facilitate lightly.
So to do counseling with them is so relaxed. So you will have a very high self-efficacy as a counselor, and you feel very happy after each session, because you just need to sit there and say, I understand. And they help themselves.
They will do the process themselves.
Yes, they help themselves. They go back. They solve all the problems by themselves. You just need to support and see them. Yes, I know. Yeah, keep doing.
So they could have talked to a wall that they believed was a human.
Yeah, that's why we said there was a self-helping way that you talk to a tree hole. In the same way, right? So for AI agent, it's just a tree hole that's called talk back to you. Nothing more. So these people, they will go, they will go better no matter what. It's only, you provide an AI agent, they just go to do it quickly or happier. So I think these people, they definitely can help themselves. But for those maybe for example, they want more guidance. For example, they want to be accompanied or companion, or they want to someone who really could mirror their feelings and give them some feedbacks. This will be harder. But I think an AI agent can do.
It could do part. It can be. That's the thing.
Yes.
That a lot of people like to see, that agents and humans collaborate.
Yeah.
And you have sessions, and you have agents. Helping in between, and it's all integrated. It's
yeah. So I think in the future, all kinds of AI AI agents will come out, and the ability will develop very fast. And more importantly, now you only chat it on the internet, on your cell phone. But in the future, when you put it you really put it in a robot head or an entire body, it will be more realistic.
Because body language.
Yes,
would show, and face, and eyes, and would show also, feelings, or
Although that robot move very like that, but human will be accumulate. They will get used to it. So because we do have that ability. So
we can. So they don't need to be perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't need to.
They don't need to be perfect like a human to. Because again, there's a spectrum with different organisms that you all relate to.
Yes.
And you.
And that experience, it will feel weird at the beginning, but people will get used to it very quickly. Just like, do you remember the first time you type on your cell phone? Those little tiny screen and for a keyboard, and you type it, you will just go wrong all the time. You didn't train for it, and your body is not designed for it to type on the cell phone. But you can do it right now, right? You thinking this way, then you understand what I'm talking about. You get used to it very quickly. So same thing for robots. So nowadays the robot technique is developing very fast, and in the future, maybe 3 to 5 years, large language model, robots, emotion and personality, function, ability, these all three combined together. Kind of really human-like silicon-based life form will come out very soon.
I just checked that out a few weeks ago, and I found just in China more than 40 companies doing humanoid robots.
Yes.
Just here. And then there's probably as many.
Yes.
And many more in other places, but it's a lot of people working quite hard. And then it's a whole thing. Like then it's a whole supply chain also, and you have the different parts, and you have the different parts of the expression that you need to develop also for these robots.
Yes. So there's So before this, we also have something similar. You remember in the 80 or 90, the personal computer come out. And in the 2000 years, smartphone. Oh no! The first time it was just like a Motorola, the
feature phone,
feature phone, and then the smartphone. And now in the we have GPT. We have large language model, and in the future we have a robot.
And the glasses.
Yes, and the glasses, or
they're already there. Glasses already there, but they're getting better very quickly. I think.
So these three, there are trends of it, and I'm still optimistic to the future. Maybe it's because I'm involved in it, or also the one who push it future, one of the person doing it.
Control it by joining.
Yes.
And trying to create it.
Trying to create it. I do think I have some insight, some special understanding of it. What I talked about it today might not be true. I can't take responsible to say that they will all come true. And what I said is, I really considered about it thoroughly. But that's my instinct. I really feel it in that way.
Yeah,
that's true.
but and there's so much automation that's possible with both with the virtual agents, but also the physical agents, and some people have been stating that in a few years working will be optional, like we don't really need to work if we don't want to, and I don't know if it would happen, of course, like you can debate that, but if it happened, like I'm like in that scenario, how would people make meaning, like make a meaning and make a life? What would be because today what I feel is that we're playing different games we're playing a game of, going to school and getting grades, or we're playing a game of also on the mobile phone, or we're playing a game, different like things that has a consequence. Like if we lose something, if we win something. Whether it's money or status, or we're different currencies. And like if work and kind of the currency we derive from work is not there anymore, like how I'm very curious to consider how would the system, what games what kind of games would we have?
Okay.
Like what games would we play?
I have a very simple answer for that. But before that, just like what we're doing at the moment. Aren't we inventing our own game?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Yeah, aren't we making sense to our own podcast or our own show at the moment? No one forced us to do this. No one reward us to do this.
No.
We are we have much enough time to do this. I mean, we're not that busy. We don't need to work at night to make a living, so we can do this.
Not every night.
Not every night.
Most nights. But this is a Friday, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Friday night we have some time off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're already doing it. We don't need to wait when a robot replace my work to have time to do this.
No.
Yeah, we're already making our own sense making process. Yeah. Another thing is that when you say that about maybe most of work will be replaced by robots, when people don't have that job, how do they make a living of their life? Yeah, how do they live? When you asked about this, I was thinking, are you looking for communist?
I don't know. It's like, that's like one, I guess a lot of this, some people talk about this should be, universal basic income.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because that's like a game without consequences.
Okay.
Like I don't know if people, because I feel that the things we do today and in general have consequences.
Okay.
Like there is something, if I do it well, I get a reward. If I do it, or like, there is some reward, some currency, whether it's status or or money or whatever. But there is something, and if all of a sudden you take away consequences with, for example, universal basic income, I don't know. Maybe there is a some way of getting both.
Yes.
And it's also connected to your extrinsic and intrinsic motivation.
Yes.
Right. So we are enjoying this type of discussion, right, by itself. So we don't need any more meaning. Really, right? But so that's like our intrinsic motivator. So it's But most of our society is built probably on, or like a big part is built on extrinsic motivated. That we want to get something from outside that will make this meaningful for us, or that will give us resources or status, whatever need. Safety or whatever need you might have, and if that is more and more, like I guess there will be other status, like I don't know, communism. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but there will be other like logic for the currencies you will get. There will be other status in different ways, or
Before we talk more about communists, I'm not sure if it's legal to put this on YouTube. Maybe we should cut this part off for YouTube version. If you put it on Bilibili, it's all right.
No. I think like there's no the future is unwritten, and it's. I mean, there are of course people having this line of argument.
Yes,
but
yes. Let me explain to you. I suddenly realized that for all Chinese people, when we were growing up, during the process of our education, we were taught that the basic idea of communist. So we were told, we were do the memory and write it in exams about what a communist world would be. We all know it. So, but I suddenly realized that you might not know it, so I should tell you about it. And if you don't mind, let me do the
please,
little explanation. So, when the communist world really realized the production, the ability were really developed. So no one need to work for a living. Everyone can get what they need. It's very ideological. Ideally. Everyone can get what they need, and they can work for their themselves, work for their own personal interest.
So you're working, but it's optional what you do.
Yes,
kind of.
Yes. So from that perspective, that's why it's called revolution, or you set people really free. You can imagine how free it is. It's even more freer than than the people in USA. But as at this moment, no country in the world
has achieved it.
Has achieved it or getting close to it. Even for a country like China, we still have a big government. We still need a consensus value system to tell people why you work, what you will get from work, why you work so hard, why do you need to suffer this? We still need that consensus. I think for maybe next centuries, human society will remain the same way. So no matter which country you are, is everyone, if we want to collaborate, we still need a story to convince ourselves, convince another person about why. But the development of robot technology, those AI agents, they will push us a little bit further to that ideal, the ultimate goal, the ultimate social form, society form. So for example, in time before, maybe 30 years ago, if you want to learn a knowledge, how could you access to it? 30 years ago,
go to the library.
Yes,
you would. In China, you had the newspapers on the street. You would go out on the street and you would stand there among others and reading the newspaper posted on the.
If the knowledge has not been written or it could not be written, how do you access to it?
Then you need to research.
You need to find the master.
Exactly.
Find the professor. Professor, master, the kind of the same, right? And you listen to the lecture. You can only know this knowledge from their lecture. Or you learn from them, or you be a massive student to them. And that's the only way. At that time, that's the only way. But now, how do you access to this knowledge?
You ask an agent.
You can ask
for example,
agent.
And you to do the research and collect all the information about this. All the papers, all the books.
Sometimes even you don't know the name of the concept, it will tell you by itself. And you don't need to go to the professor come to you because he have made a video of it, and you will be you can see the video. And if the professor is in USA, I can watch his video at any time. So you can see that the need for knowledge has been satisfied so much at this moment, just only the past 30 years. And in the future, maybe the need for relation, for satisfaction, for achievement, for to be respected and to be comforted, those needs will be satisfied very quickly, very smoothly, become much more available, much better satisfied, much better than TikTok.
So you would go up Maslow's hierarchy of need, kind of, or a hierarchy of need. You would, everyone would be on average much higher.
Yes. So that's true. So that's the way I think about this technology development, this trend. Yeah.
And I think one thing that's been, because I'm from Sweden, right? And there's been a lot of really successful new Swedish startups, unicorns. And one thing that some people would say is that in Sweden, you can afford to fail.
Yeah.
Because you have it's a little bit like this, it's not a UBI really, but like a more smaller kind of incarnation of it.
Yeah.
Which is, if you fail, there is a system that will take care of you.
Yeah.
Which means that you feel like you can afford to take a risk.
Yeah.
And if you fail, it's the consequence not so dire. Other places, if you fail, maybe you'll be homeless on the street.
Yes.
Right, and you would have all sorts of like life-threatening.
Yeah.
So it's and the more then you kind of evolve this system, then the more risk you could take, and the more you could do things that you feel yourself you want to do.
Yeah, it's same thing in China, because in China, if you start up a company and you lose all the money, you're bankrupt, it will not be a big deal.
No.
You can still work. Or the worst thing is that you go to your old hometown and live with your parents. They will cook for you.
And
you can always make a living in China here. No one is starving, and you will not be homeless. If you want to be a homeless, the police officer will help you. They will find a room for you, or they will, the government will help you. That's the same in Sweden. I think that Sweden and China, we are both in the same type, same level maybe. So I think this is the trend, and it will just be better and better in the future. With all these techniques, because everyone can have the benefit from this technology development. It will not strengthen the exploitation based on capitalism. That's my hope.
It's that's also a topic that's discussed a lot. It's like the decentralization versus centralization of this. Like and how
But I don't think the problem is about the decentralization itself. It's about, if it's centralized, what value does that centralized power hold? So, for example, in China, we do have a very centralized, big government, but the government will not let people starve. They help the extremely poor people, and they are, although there is indeed some inequality. So there is So I mean.
Not everyone have the same salary.
Not everyone has the same
kind
salary.
Or same,
the same opportunity. But at least you could make a living. That's so maybe we will not be that wealthy.
You can make a living, and the entrance examination system is kind of unbiased.
Yes,
like everyone, regardless of your social state, then you can have different. Of course, benefits in other ways, but at least the test is like unbiased. It's the same test for everybody.
Yes. So so I think the problem is the value of that centralized power. Just like, for example, if the product I developed could influence millions and millions of people, then the value I hold will be very critical, because at that moment I become the one have the centralized power. Or of course, another way for me to do it, if I am willing to, I can just decentralize it. I can open source it. I can donate it freely. to everyone. Everyone can use it. Everyone can develop their own personalized agent. It's all right. Yeah, then it's decentralized, but that's not necessarily to guarantee the technology will lead to a less exploitation way, and everyone can have the benefits. That's not necessary. Yeah, guarantee. Yeah.
And this is already an issue today with a lot of tech companies that are,
yes,
that we're interfacing with a few tech companies, and it's quite centralized ecosystem already.
Yeah. So
maybe this can add a decentralization because you can have more intelligent actors in more parts of the system that can. It's more like multilateral.
Yeah.
Dobian, I would say.
Multilateral. Yeah. So it's also the same for Western culture that a basic idea is that the winner takes all.
Yeah.
But here in China, we don't think in that way, maybe. So I think it's the same. Yeah. So if I really develop something really advanced, a really huge step advanced, I prefer to make it open source instead of hold it and making sure that no competitor will come out.
Yeah.
That's not what I want. Yeah.
It's open source adds transparency and like a lot of people would argue that AI technology would be like a common public good, right? Rather than a proprietary financial leverage.
You can see a different way of such like GPT and DeepSeek. DeepSeek is open source and